All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game. This game is going to be between Cash and Dice on Twisted Meadows. I did try and use the new overlay from Blizzard for Warcraft 3, and I had forgotten that the new Observer feature only allows you to observe one player at a time, unless you turn off Fog of War, which means that you can't quite see vision and what these players are doing. Blizzard, I don't know if you watch my channel, but yeah, you gotta fix that about the observer tool. If you want it to be a true observer tool, allow it so that you can watch both players simultaneously as though you were observing the game. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down here. Cash spawning as the blue orc on the bottom right hand side of the map, opening things up with Altar of Storms, Barracks, Burrow, and a Great Hall. I'm gonna go ahead and mine back and forth here. Meanwhile, off on the top left, we have Dice opening things up with that Altar of Elders, Moonwell, and also this Ancient of War off to the side. So yes, Ancient of War off to the side. Gonna train up an archer, aggro the mercenary camp right here, pull it back, and do a bit of creeping. Perhaps bring one or two wisps to repair that Ancient of War, as that Ancient of War takes a beating from the creep camp. All right, Wisp gonna go ahead and scout out across the map. We are looking at a Blade Master on Twisted Meadows. And in terms of size, Twisted Meadows is just one of the largest maps out there. And then factoring in those island expansions as well, games can actually go quite long as players try and find ways to get more resources and build more units. Ancient of War right there. Archer could come across here. Are we going to see the Archer perhaps try and pull that aggro, get a little bit of damage onto those units as the Archer tries to hide behind this Ogre Warrior? Yeah, always felt like that Archer was like the little brother of the big bully on the block. Archer poking at a bunch of people and then hiding behind his big brother, going, what's going to go down? Ancient of War absorbing that damage, also getting healed up, also eating through a couple of trees, should be able to easily clear out this creep camp. Meanwhile, Blade Master, wind walking, doesn't have any experience as of yet, and gonna go straight after this Null Warden creep camp. All right, this is an interesting call. So Cash here is purposely going after this creep camp, knowing that the Ancient of War will most likely try to eat through these trees and clear out of this creep camp next. He's actually walking over here to try and clear out his opponent's creep camps and pick up some powerful items. Blade Master sitting at, 400 hit points, going to make its way back off to the north here. There's some Ancient of War. Archers, however, all full on hit points, not in any real danger. We are taking the tier 2, do have a Voodoo Lounge and another Orc Burrow, as we are getting in some Headhunters as well. Blade Master trying to go after this Forest Troll Shadow Priest. However, the Demon Hunter purposely getting into harm's way, getting a little bit of separation again, and getting some damage onto that Blade Master, as the Forest Troll Shadow Priest gonna heal itself up and then, try and get a little bit of distance once more. What is going to happen? All right, aggroing the creeps. The Forest Troll Shadow Priest going to try to hide in the very far back. He gets ensnared, and now the Blade Master, perhaps thinking that he was able to stop this Forest Troll Shadow Priest, he gets ensnared, and because he gets ensnared, he loses aggro. And when he loses aggro, all of these targets chase after other ones instead. Demon Hunter, Forest Troll, Berserker also trained up here. You can see there is that Ancient of War slowly making that trek through, but the Blade Master already one up here, knowing that that is just wasted time. Nice strategy there by Cash to, cause Dice to perhaps miss his timing on that creep camp. He even purposely left one green, level 1 creep here so that it still looks like it is uncrept. Now gonna make its way over. He's not gonna realize until he finally gets there that, hey, wait, there's only a level 1 poacher in that position, and this is gonna buy time for the Blade Master to perhaps head back home, pick up some healing salves, clarity potions, and do his own thing. All right, that Headhunter, where is it going? actually venturing forth into a very, very uncomfortable spot for Stroll. Shadow Priest in a little bit of trouble. Now there's that scroll of speed. Demon Hunter going to try and catch up to that Headhunter. Headhunter down to 46 hit points. Another Headhunter getting in the way as we see a quick mana burn there. Healing Salve once more, bringing that Headhunter back up into, well, decent position. However, Cash takes a little bit of poke damage, and now that Headhunter needs another Healing Salve charge. Alright. Waiting for gold, perhaps.
Forces are under attack.
He's waiting for gold, placing down that Healing Salve charge. The Demon Hunter now forced to try and clear out of this Null Brood creep camp. Off over here, gonna pick up the Mantle of Intelligence, perhaps also get another mana burn down here, as this is a 5-3-1 creep camp. No warning gonna get taken out. And here we are, Demon Hunter, Blade Master gonna go ahead for the engagement. Shadow Hunter now out onto the battlefield as well. And the threat of Hex, perhaps enough to keep that Demon Hunter at bay. Shadow Hunter hasn't shown any sign of any ability as of yet, trying to finish off that Null Overseer. A little bit of damage still being applied. This Invisalign making me whistle. As the Null Overseer backing away again. How did I do that? Sorry for that high pitch whistle. What's unfolding next? Demon Hunter off to the north. This Tree of Life has been cleared out. Demon Hunter now sitting at level 3. We do see a Ring of Protection down, and we are getting up a Keeper of the Grove as the second hero. Meanwhile, Shadow Hunter had purposely gone into Serpent Wards. So those Serpent Wards do deal good damage, but it's really once they're at level 3 that they're suddenly dealing 50 piercing damage per attack. 14 to 16 damage. Quite effective, and especially when 3 of them are attacking at the same time, and we're gonna go ahead and finish off these 4 Troll Trappers. Meanwhile, Blade Master is still sitting at level 1 in this battlefield and looking to fall back and retreat back home as well. All right, Grunt gonna get healed up here. Heal here. Wow. After doing speech therapy for my children for so long, I'm starting to hear my own problems, especially trying to speak slower and more clearly, so my children can replicate it. Alright, Null Warden gonna get cleared down here. Null Overseer. Shadow Hunter will stay at level 2. Meanwhile, Blade Master still looking to find a way to be a nuisance and annoyance by poking, but needs to find where exactly his opponent is. Demon Hunter is dealing with Immolation here. Should be able to clear out this Forest Troll Warlord creep camp. Keeper of the Grove will stay at level 1. So it's going to be a level 3, level 1 going up against a level, well, eventually level 3 Shadow Hunter and a level 1 Blade Master. Blade Master getting some additional auto attack items. Now has that Devotion Aura, perhaps going to try and swap with the Shadow Hunter. The Shadow Hunter should really be giving the claws of attack to the Blade Master. And now that the Blade Master has plus 13 attack and critical strike, we might be seeing some large burst damage at the hands or the blade of the Blade Master. Coming back around, Blade Master, there's a quick ensnare there. There's going to be some pokes. Going to go straight after that Mud Golem. Mud Golem, is he going to apply slow to the Blade Master? No, he does not. We're looking at a couple of Dryads getting focused down. There goes a Raider as well. So both sides just exchanging blows and exchanging damage to each other right now, as the Blade Master gets a 104 critical strike at level 2. Meanwhile, coming on through, Demon Hunter going to continue to try and engage here. We're looking at a little bit of poking back before the Serpent Ward is able to poke quite a bit of damage, as the Demon Hunter now gets up to level 4. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 2 right now. Still doesn't have enough for an entangle. Going to try and go after this Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove now going to use the Scroll of Town Portal to head back home. And well, with that, we see a little bit of a reset. Tree of Life is fully entangled off to the north. Meanwhile, Great Hall not yet operational for Cash down on the south.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dual Bestiary, 46 over 51 supply compared to 52 over 60. Dise sitting at 14 gold a second. Meanwhile, no upgrades either for all of these units. Shadow Hunter sitting at level 3. I believe he did go for level 2 Serpent Wards. I'll have to keep a quick check on that, as the peons have made their way over and gonna begin mining here in just a moment.
A Players' forces are under attack.
Meanwhile, in the center of the map here, Keeper of the Grove does pick up an Orb of Venom. Now also has Claws of Attack +5, plus 13 ranged damage, while applying a poison damage over time. Raider is going to try and perhaps dive on in, get some damage onto this Ancient of War. Let's see, is Pillage researched? It does not look like Pillage is researched here. It is definitely not, as the units now retreat back. Blade Master, in comes the Night Elf army. And this is one of those situations where if Orc actually stays, once the Shadow Hunter gets to level 5, you can summon down a couple of Serpent Wards, and then suddenly the Orc army, or the Night Elf army, just tries to show up amongst a sea of Serpent Wards. Their Scroll of Healing quickly being used. The Raiders do deal very strong damage against these Dryads and their unarmored armor type. So the Dryads are actually falling fairly quickly. It's going to be the Demon Hunter and the Keeper of the Grove who are trying to do the majority of the damage here. Shadow Hunter at 3 here. Blade Master getting close to 3 as well. We're seeing some more critical strike damage as you see a Staff of Preservation entangle onto a Raider. Raider going to get choked to death, as the Keeper of the Grove is going to be picking off some of those Raiders one at a time. Ancient of War finally taken out. We're looking at the Keeper of the Grove going to get surrounded. No, doesn't get surrounded. 7 units around, fails, as the Blade Master now sits at level 3. All right, level 3. Are we going to see a Staff of Preservation? No, we do not. Demon Hunter did not bring one. Keeper of the Grove falls at level 2. And with a semi-wall of Serpent Wards trying to keep the enemy at bay, we'll see how this all unfolds. All right, Serpent Wards poking. Demon Hunter going to poke after the Blade Master. Blade Master dangerously low on hit points. Going to go after a Druid of the Claw here. Demon Hunter trying to continue to fight back here. Shadow Hunter gets up to level 4. Throws down another Serpent Ward, as well as the Raider is trying to hide in the backfield. Blade Master down to 100 hit points. He's somehow still staying alive, and we're going to see a tactical retreat here, a couple of ensnares, as the Kodo Beast tries to retreat away with a Forest Troll Berserker, but that Druid of the Claw is just doing too good of a job. Are we going to see an ensnare here to try and save? That is the question. This one right there is that ensnare onto the Demon Hunter. Kodo Beast has enough of a lead now. Demon Hunter may try and catch up, but he needs to pass his bear, as the Kodo Beast is just a little bit too slow. Kodo Beast down to 130 hit points, down to 91. Are we going to see another ensnare? There's an ensnare, but too little, too late. The Raider, however, going to get denied by Dise. That's got to be a horrible way to go. From the inside of the Kodo Beast, you see your so-called leader trying to come chase you down, protect you, kill the Kodo Beast, only to kill the Kodo Beast and says, no, you're going to die at my hands instead. All right. Demon Hunter clearing out a relatively difficult creep camp by himself. By himself and 4 Druids of the Claw. I guess that's really not by himself then. Meanwhile, the Shadow Hunter and Blade Master are all ready to, push forward and do more damage again. Demon Hunter does get to level 5. Keeper of the Grove could get to level 3, or will get to level 3 here. And this is going to be a nice sudden power spike for Dise. What was a 4-3 battle is now, compared to 4-2, is now going to be a 5-3 battle, as we see the Keeper of the Grove ready to use a Scroll of Town Portal. Are we going to see an ensnare on this poor bear? This bear getting caught out in the open could get taken out. No, not going to even bother trying to finish it off, as, well, Dise had Scroll of Town Portal behind and was ready to just pounce and take advantage of this slower moving army. All right, cutting through the trees here, and suddenly, geometry at work. Thank you for the follow. As we're looking at the Demon Hunter about to fall here, this could be potentially bad news. There's an Invul Potion used, and now the Druids of the Claw, getting ensnared here. Keeper of the Grove could be in a little bit of trouble as well. Demon Hunter with that Immolation, applying quite a bit of damage. Potion of Healing, Staff of Preservation. Keeper of the Grove falls at level 3, as the Shadow Hunter, has a lot of Serpent Wards down. Kodo Beasts are eating Druids of the Claw. This is a huge, huge problem. A lot of supply lost in the belly of those beasts right now, as more Druids of the Claw could get taken down here. Dise also bringing in a couple of Mud Golems, as well as the Serpent Wards are continuing to poke. Cash hiring up some mercenaries here out on the battlefield, any unit here is just going to be a little bit more helpful, as Cash is going to really clean up here. 2 Kodo Beasts, removing 2 bears, and now just seeing the rest of these also falling as well. So there goes another. There's 3 bears here left. I would not be surprised if all of these bears get taken out as the Kodo Beast tries to grab another meal. All right, Scroll of Speed, a true dine and dash situation, but the Kodo Beast, well, longing for a little bit more food in the belly, so to speak, as the units are getting ready to engage. All right, Druid of the Claw in the backfield here. This Kodo Beast continuing the fight. We're seeing more Druid of the Claw finally getting in melee range. That Demon Hunter dove in and chased, only to end up getting ensnared and surrounded. Demon Hunter falls at 5 as he gets quickly resurrected to join back in on the battlefield again. All right, trying to get that Druid of the Claw back. He does get the Druid of the Claw back, does get back up to level 6. Are we going to see this Druid of the Claw get away? No, he is not. A quick ensnare. Kodo Beast was taken down, but the Druid of the Claw had just suffered far too much damage anyways. 59 supply compared to 36, and remember, there is 8 supply in the belly here, so 28 supply for Dise, now up to 41 as he's training up some more units again. Meanwhile, down on the southern side, Demon Hunter finds this very, very lightly guarded, non-guarded Expo, and just trying to shut down the economy down here as well. All right, Raiders looking to finish off this Tree of Life, and it appears Cash is completely okay with just doing a little bit of a base trade here, as we now see a Scroll of Town Portal back to the south. Demon Hunter had stopped, teleported back off to the north here. Kagar's Gem of Health, 1100 hit points, and are we gonna see, well, Superman with poison chaos damage be able to carry the team on his back? That is going to be the question here, as we're looking at still more creeping underway by Cash. Cash's Blade Master about to get to level 5, but losing a grunt to creeps. That is not what I was expecting to see at all. All right, so losing grunt to creeps, very bad news. Shadow Hunter also at level 5, so dual level 5 heroes, as the Shadow Hunter comes back with clarity potions, healing salves, trying to heal back this army for perhaps another push. Demon Hunter sitting at level 6, Belt of Giant Strength, Keeper of the Grove still waiting to get resurrected here. There's that Keeper of the Grove now, and now picking up that Belt of Giant Strength, Tome of Intelligence. No, not going to even bother, doesn't even care about that point of damage, as the Keeper of the Grove did go for Thorn's Aura. All right, so reflecting back some of that damage from the Raiders, the Grunts, and that Blade Master. Blade Master with a 300-point critical strike, dealing some massive damage there. Kodo Beast plus that 13 damage, and the boost of 12th loss. So yeah, so that's plus 19, plus another 10 from those Kodo Beasts. No upgraded War Drums, otherwise that could be even higher. 316 critical strikes, always very dangerous. When you start seeing critical strikes in the 300 range. Demon Hunter quickly goes into Metamorphosis, and how do you counter a Demon Hunter in Metamorphosis? Instead, you just often Scroll of Town Portal to get away. That bonus damage, that range damage, how fast he's attacking, the fact that he's doing chaos damage ensures that, well, it is going to be quite a bit, as we see a quick Kodo Beast trying to get away down to 300 hit points. Healing Wave bouncing around. Demon Hunter trying to go after this Kodo Beast, knowing that the Kodo Beast has something in its belly. All right, gonna try and get one more shot. No, the Kodo Beast needs one more shot there. Finally going. The Shadow Hunter's Healing Ward just a split second late, and now Cash may end up losing an Ogre Mauler here. No. Well, did he? Yeah. I couldn't tell if he was, like, the Scroll of Town Portal lifted up, the Ogre Mauler was still there, and then I didn't see if Cash had actually denied it himself, or if there was, like, some axe that was flying in the air. All right, back to the south side. Cash is the only one with an operating... No, I take it back. Dise also has another expo here at the starting location. It has been scouted out now. Blade Master sitting at 5. Shadow Hunter sitting at 5. Units getting ready to, well, move off again, as the Keeper of the Grove does need quite a bit of mana. Entangles are incredibly powerful, but if there's ways to remove or disenchant that entangle with the Spirit Walkers, it definitely will happen. Shadowhunter may try and pick up an invul potion, scrolls of healing, to try and engage as the Raiders are getting in position to dive in on this Tree of Life. 63 supply compared to 69. Army sizes are about the same. Here we are into an engagement. Mirror image. Blade Master. Well, there goes some quick damage. Demon Hunter trying to escape away. Are we going to see some critical strikes? No, we do not. Staff of Preservation for the save again, as a low hit point Raider could end up getting taken down. There's a healing wave bouncing around here. Demon Hunter back into the fray. Druids of the Claw could easily get taken down. There's a quick dying roar as the Demon Hunter, well, needs to use a potion of healing if he wants to try and survive. He's going to get a rejuvenation. He will. He could drop the Kagar's Gem of Health, use the potion of healing, and then come back again the other way. There's another Staff of Preservation before the teleportation, but this does mean that the Expo here at the starting location, 2 o'clock, is now completely undefended. And with that, the Raiders may just dive on in once more. All right, 3 Kodo Beasts, 1 with room in the belly. Tree of Life, 56 over 70 supply. We're looking over here at the 9 o'clock spot. Demon Hunter is still continuing to try to clear out more creep camps. Perhaps give the Keeper of the Grove level 4, level 2 Thorns Aura could be helpful, especially against the hard-hitting, critical striking Blade Master. We are at Stronghold still. We're getting up another base by Cash. Cash is in a good position to close out this game, as Dise is no longer mining. Only 7 seconds of mining left here. So, well, for Dise, what you see is what you get, and there is not much. Tree of Eternity on the move, perhaps trying to get to the 9 o'clock expansion location, but it may be too little too late, as the Shadowhunter, Kodo Beast, and these units are going to get ready to push across. There goes an Entangle, Disenchant, both sides fighting their way through. Demon Hunter, is he going to use, well, he should be using that ultimate ability, but he doesn't have it online yet, and I believe that is going to be the game. Even with all the heals, the Demon Hunter falls. Now the Shadow Hunter has access to Big Bad Voodoo. Kodo Beast, well, gets taken down here. Both sides exchanging blows as the Druids of the Claw are falling one at a time. Blade Master, haven't been seeing the hard-hitting critical strikes. There we go. There's a 304 critical strike. More damage getting racked back up as the Kodo Beast trying to retreat back again. Shadow, or all of these units, there's another level up again, and Cash is victorious. Dise leaving the game. Dual level 6 heroes right at the very end. Let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments below. Here are the final scores. Cash inching out at the very end, even though, well, he had the lower resource score, not being able to mine nearly as much, had the higher hero levels, and was able to do the damage.